This half hour, we're focusing on one nonprofit in Rochester in particular. It is the Landing MN, and they opened their doors more than a year ago to be a day center for people who are homeless. It's an issue that faces our communities throughout this country. It is also an issue that before this pandemic hit Rochester and made headlines quite a bit. One of the board members is also a local judge, and he talks about why this is so important, not just to him, but to this entire community.
Well, the first thing I have to make a disclaimer that I'm not speaking on behalf of the judicial branch. But there's also an aspect of this that I can't ignore that comes with my judicial responsibilities to the community. Because for the last 8 years I've been the designated juvenile court judge in Olmsted County, and I deal with all the civil commitments, mental illness, chemical dependency, all the delinquency, the children that are in need of protection or services, and how in many respects all those things are driven by socioeconomic considerations, mental health considerations, poverty, illiteracy, and homelessness. So all of those things are kind of under that umbrella.
Why the Landing? You could be involved in, we've got nonprofits, 500 or more just in Rochester. Why this one?
Well, they asked me, number one. And number two, I think this issue of homelessness has been magnified and accelerated over the last, I'm going to say 8 to 10 years. I think what they're attempting to do and what they've created is this interdisciplinary approach to homelessness with respect to their connections to the Mayo Clinic, Luther College, Winona State, all these other entities that necessarily need to be involved in providing a spectrum of services for folks that find themselves in this situation. And I think that the Silver Lake Fire Station would otherwise be vacant. So there were a lot of things that went into that decision, but this is precisely what the community needs now, and I would say for the foreseeable future.
This could very well be the ounce of prevention that people don't give it credit for.
Well, I agree, and you know, when I've come out here to visit on a couple of occasions, I can tell you that I know half of the people that are in here. And that I've dealt with them in the judicial system or their families. So, you know, I know the backstory, and the backstories are very tragic and traumatic. And we sometimes tend to lose sight of that. But I think Dan and Alex and Holly and all the people that are really doing the heavy lifting. I mean, I'm not. I'm on the board. I help me, you know, hopefully drive some decisions and some discussion. But the day-to-day work is really being done selflessly by you know, the staff of the Landing.
Well, like I said, there are nonprofits that are more glamorous, that would be lucky to have you, and you're here with the Landing. I think that speaks a lot about who you are.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, but I tell people all the time, I care about this community, and I have a particular caring for people who are in need and who have no safety net. I don't think any of us can understand what that would be like to not have a safety net. I've got one, you've got one, Dan's got one, but there are people out there with none. And it's sad, but we can help with that and create an environment that provides people a measure of hope. And if at the end of the day that's what you've been able to do, that's a great day.